I think it should be 100, 100. It shouldn't be split.
Oh,
in
okay.
the
Yeah.
middle.
I think-
Yeah.
I give you my all, you give me your all, and that's like a healthy
do
way.
women give their all? I don't really know.
But at the
But that's
beginning-
what I'm saying. It should be. I'm not saying it is that way, but I'm saying like I should be giving my all to someone, and they should be
but-
reciprocating the same
sure,
thing.
Sure. So look, I think there's a lot women can bring to the table.
I'm
I don't-
happy to answer that one.
One sec though. So you mentioned courtship,
Yeah.
right? Courtship, men should be providers, protectors, emotional safety, integrity. My dear, you're a sex worker. You have
Don't say that.
why, but it's the truth.
That's not nice to say to a woman. That's very
Women
How is
are
it- well, hold on.
naturally
Disrespectful.
sensual creatures.
yeah.
I mean,
That's
we
not-
get into
Women are-
Don't
hold
you
on,
think?
hold on.
I
Don't you
don't
think
wanna accept
wife
money.
and husband
Yeah.
get married? That's not a sex worker. That's just a sex worker for entire life.
That's a
and
whoa.
then she doesn't
I
get
can't
paid
believe
well.
you've just said that. by
That's
the way.
true.
I literally cannot
I'm
believe
just
you
telling
just
you
said
that is true.
That is the most
I'd
damning-
rather prefer a man
Daisy.
who pays me for one time than doesn't want to pay me for the entire life.
I'm not even going to interrupt you. Keep going.
I agree.
I mean, that's just the fact. A man, mostly when they want to marry a woman, they just want a woman who can give birth, taking care of the housework, taking care of the kids.
They want to be
Just
devotional
be
to
submit,
them.
laundry,
submit to them.
clean.
Like, just like, don't bother me. Let me making my money, and you just take care of the kids. Why not paying for her? You know what I mean?
That is like one of the most damning statements I've ever heard. So
Well, she's angry.
You guys
She's
know
got
that's
anger in
true.
her.
what?
No, I'm not angry,
Yeah,
but I
she's
just feel like
passionate.
a lot of women don't
Anger is
understand
good.
that, and they
But-
make mistakes
so you
in
think
marriages.
wives are sex
That's why
Wait, you
there's
think
a lot of
wives-
divorce in this country.
Wait,
and
there's
that's
what?
why
Did you say wars?
Divorce.
Oh,
divorce. My accent.
There's a lot of
No, it's
war
fine.
because of relationships.
The fucking war, man. It's
No,
crazy.
that's just my perspective.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to agree with
Wait,
me.
do you think
That's just how
wives
I
are
feel.
sex workers?
Well, we didn't
No, that's a
agree
question
with
for
the term
Daisy.
sex
Sorry?
worker there. Sorry.
Daisy, you basically said wives are sex workers.
I'm not saying wives are sex worker.
That's what you said.
That's not what I'm saying.
Is that not what you said?
I'm just saying that whether she is doing sense or whether she's a wife to somebody.
Yeah, if she's a wife having sex with her husband, I don't think anybody has an issue with that. But the-
Legally, yes, legally.
Wait, hold on. So Daisy, what I'm trying to say here,
What's wrong of
being a sex worker?
No,
Oh, there's
but
plenty of
the thing
things,
is, she's not a sex worker.
Who?
You can't call somebody a sex worker when she's not.
Who's
like
not a sex
she's
worker?
just a content creator.
Yeah, that's a sex worker.
And that
You're a
is
sex
legal
worker.
in this country.
No,
that means that's not a sex
I'm not
worker.
saying it- no,
She's
hold on.
only posting pictures. Guys would like to buy the pictures. I don't think that's something you should be ashamed about, or shaming a girl about.
Hmm. Sure,
So
let me ask you a
do
question.
not call a girl sex worker.
Well, hold on. A couple of clarifications. I didn't claim it was illegal, but you can be a sex worker and doing legal sex work. So, just to be clear, she has an OnlyFans and she posts nude photographs. That's sex work. She's not. I mean, some people
is it
disagree.
my English or sex worker? Is it sex worker
thinking
should be?
Prostitution?
Yeah, like
Yeah, also for
it
me,
has
like
to
sex
be
workers, I thought is
affected,
when
like
I mean,
physically.
sex worker is like a
physically.
really broad term.
I've never heard about that before.
Okay.
Like in any other country,
Fine,
that's
she's
just
an
very
OF
rude
girl.
to me.
Yeah,
Like,
sex
Fine.
workers.
She's an OF girl who puts out pornography.
Describe pornography.
like
Nude-
girls
you
in
have
porn
nude
industry.
photos.
I
You
know a
got
lot
nude
of girls
photos.
in porn industry.
Yeah.
They love doing that. They're passionate about
But,
that.
okay.
They don't do
Describe
anything besides
pornography
that.
first.
They
Hold
don't
on.
get
The
paid for
background if I do
sex.
that or not,
They're
'cause
just a
different.
performance.
But hold on. So the point I'm trying to make is she's talking about integrity. She's talking about emotional safety. She's talking about courtship. Courtship, we're going back to chivalry. Courtship is something that you do. You're a gentleman, she's a lady. No offense. A woman who does fans and is posting nude photos of herself is not a lady. Like
Okay.
you don't deserve courtship. You want a guy to be a gentleman. You want a guy to be a provider. You want a guy to pay for the first date. Now you can still get it because the Overton window is totally shifting. You can still, even if you're a prostitute, you can still get a guy to pay for first dates. 100% happens all the time. Do you deserve it? No.
Your opinion.
It's not just, I don't think, well, I suppose it is my opinion,
Yeah.
but you want, like, you're saying, okay, the guy needs to be a gentleman. He has to do courtship. This is going back to what you bring to the table. You bring a negative thing to the table. You're doing sex work. That's negative in most men's eyes. Like, you think most men dealing with you, they prefer you being an online girlfriend, getting other dudes off?
Actually, a lot of men are fine with that.
Yeah, they're cucks.
A lot.
They're cucks.
A lot.
Any dude who's okay with his girl posting naked photos on the internet is a cuck. Point blank, period.
What's a cuck?
Well, in my eyes, if I'm gonna date a man, he's gonna be doing what I'm doing for myself and better. So personally, I wouldn't really want an OF if a guy was to come into my life and be a provider and a protector.
But you
like, there's no
you have an
reason
OF.
for me to do that at that point.
But you're also monetizing something that's very sacred.
And people
Divine-
do it for free.
Divine.
Girl, just
Yeah,
make your money
they're
and
bad
retire.
too.
Nobody
and
knows you.
like wives do it for free, or some people
Wait,
will
wives
go
do
on,
what for free? What do you mean wives do
or
it
like
for free?
some girls will go on a
Wait,
date
what do
and
wives do for free? They fuck their husbands? What?
no,
Why
like people
not?
will go on a first date and like sleep with that person
Okay,
and
fine, they're
get
sluts.
nothing
Cool.
like from them.
Okay,
like
cool, they're
girls will
sluts.
do that for free. I
Yeah,
think
cool,
the
I agree, they're
problem
sluts.
should be
Doing OF is bad, too.
that, as opposed to like, okay, I don't want to get this away for free.
If she sleeps with me on the first date, though, she's cool. I'm fine with that. Look, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, is that you listed, oh, the guy should be a provider, protector, courtship. Like, you doing OF, that's going to do nothing for his emotional safety. You talk about integrity. I'm sorry, like, taking nude photos, putting them on the internet so like strange dudes can bust a nut to you, and you do the girlfriend experience, right? That's even worse. That's not integrity.
I don't see the problem.
What do you mean you don't see the problem?
I don't see the problem. Like, I personally, lived in Hawaii. I would lay on the beach naked all day long, eat exotic fruit, and just like be in my element. Like, I'm naturally very.
And were men walking up to you and just like started jerking off and like busting a nut to you right on the beach? I mean, shit,
No,
maybe it
I
happens,
don't.
but-
I don't like include myself in that part. I take the photos and like that's it. The same photos of me laying on the sand in Hawaii that I would post on Instagram, that I would write sacred captions to. Like, I now, instead of posting those on Instagram, post those on OF and get money for it.
Yeah, that's cool. You're engaged in sex work, and most men are going to have a massive problem with that. You're lacking in integrity because you're doing OF.
Where's the lack of integrity?
And the fact that you do OF.
Okay,
But that's
okay.
mostly
Can I
like
ask you a
your point
question,
of view
Brian?
of
Do you watch?
integrity. Think about
Huh?
it.
Do you
'Cause
watch?
some people are
How would-
okay
how-
with that.
Do you
It doesn't
watch
matter
porn?
that
Hold on.
really it's
Do
for
you watch?
everybody.
Hold on.
Do I watch?
Do you ever watch?
I'll answer your question in just a moment.
Donated $200. Top men don't even indulge this kind of garbage rationalization by listening to it. They don't date of girls and single moms. The top men have their pick of everybody, so you better learn how to cook.
Top men have their pick of everybody.
And who said we can't cook? We're the full package.
Oh my god,
We
she
can
cooks
cook.
so well. So well. She makes such yummy food.
I mean, you haven't answered my question yet. I'm still waiting.
Yeah, I've watched.
Yeah, so what's wrong with being a woman selling her pictures online? But
Wait,
you,
so your logic is
You
if
can't watch.
if a man watches, he has to be okay dating a girl who f***s other men on camera?
I don't see what the difference, because you're like emotionally cheating by
Do y'all-
watching porn.
do
if
y'all-
you're dating a
Well,
woman.
actually, if
you're
I'm in a
single
relationship
and
with a girl, like I don't watch porn unless it's like long distance
But
or
if you're
something.
single and you're
if
watching
if
porn.
huh?
I'm saying if you're single.
Yeah,
and
if
watching
you're
porn,
single
it's
and
not
watching-
cheating.
Exactly, I'm single.
Yeah, if you're single and
But
watching
still,
porn.
I think still most men they do.
Yeah, so but why would that have just because a man watches porn doesn't mean he has to date a porn star?
No, that's
No,
absolutely
he doesn't
yeah.
have to,
doesn't
but he
have to.
also shouldn't.
Like if I
have
watch like
opinion
thriller,
about that.
like mystery.
Wait, why can't he have an
murders-
opinion?